So I was in the midst of a 21-hour flight, right? A very long flight. And I was just stacking up on anime. I was just scrolling down Twitter, as one does, and I was just seeing a lot of references to Arabe. And I have no idea who the fuck this girl is. And I did a little research, aka just a little Google search. And I figured out that she was part of an anime called Mysterious Girlfriend X. Now, I didn't have high hopes in this anime. For one, the My Anime List rating was 7.24, which is just average. Just average. A 2012 show that has an art style very similar to the late 90s. And I just sort of just gave it a watch, downloaded 13 episodes and watched it in a plane. Now, I do not recommend that to you because this would be considered as an ecchi, and seeing a high schooler just licking drool is not a good idea to watch at public, but I did it anyways, and I had a wonderful time. For the people who don't know what Naoze no Kanojo X is all about, this girl called Urabe and his boyfriend, I guess, Tsubaki, and they're just boyfriend and girlfriends. They have this weird kink of just tasting each other's drool because they like each other. By the end of the anime, they didn't kiss, but I'm guessing like tasting each other's drool. That's like even one more step ahead than kissing, to be honest with you. But that's neither here or there. As I've explained a little bit, that this show is an ecchi, and it has a very sexual and just like panty shots here and there. It's an ecchi show. You should not watch this in public. But besides all that, it's very wholesome. And you might be saying, what the fuck does that even mean? You can't have a naked chick on one side and just wholesomeness anime in the other, But this show is very wholesome. It centralizes on Tsubaki and his whole inner meanings of trying to just get laid or try to get some action at the bare minimum from his girlfriend. And his girlfriend is a normal girl, To be honest with you, Tsubaki doesn't look that good. And if someone that doesn't look that good approaches you as a girl, you wouldn't be like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I'm not into that. You know what I mean? As they grow on, they got even more and more comfortable with their sexual horniness, I guess, for lack of a better word. And just finally, hug it out in like episode 12, which is wholesome. Which is very wholesome. I mean, for a hug to be a climax of a season of an ecchi anime, it's pretty wild. I just love the show, and for it to have a 7.2 is just demeaning because people just don't understand how rare it is to find a wholesome ecchi. To be honest with you though, the reason why most people like the show is the same reason why I figured it out in the first place, is Urabe. Urabe is a kudere. And what a kudere is just a quiet girl who doesn't say anything. The stale face, cyborg girl, you know what I mean? No emotions. Think of Nagato from Haruhi Suzumiya. Kuderes, if done right, are just truly gold mines, dude. They truly are gold mines. Because it's very hard to do a kudere right. Most of the time, if you do a kudere, they just end up being boring or not being a kudere whatsoever. Urabe is a kudere. And she's a kudere when the show needs her to be, when she's just plain out rejects Tsubaki trying to approach her way too, aggressively. Or she could just be like, giving Tsubaki a hug and, having the cutest blush in the world and just looks cute as shit. She's on and on a fucking A-tier waifu and honestly breaching S-tier. To check out my S-tier waifu, you gotta check my previous video on real girls versus 3D girls, whatever. Little shameless pug. Honestly, if you have time, because summer, I'm guessing you're out of school, or maybe, you have some time off of work or something, go watch the show, because this show is just a hidden gem, and those are always nice to find, aren't they?